Yeah, what's going on? This your Counselor Polly Rob, you know what I'm saying? Polly Blog number 7, you know what I mean? I've been away for a while, I've been doing a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I've been real busy. But I just wanted to talk on something, you know what I mean? This past Friday, I went to court building, you know what I'm saying? I had to go pay all my tickets off or whatnot. I got mad tickets, man. It's ridiculous. But one thing that I noticed is one of the cases I actually had to have a public defender because, driving without a license, I was doing that for a while, whatever the case may be. So they had to pretty much write that off, you know what I mean? But the public defender, the way she was kind of acting, she was on some like, you know what I mean? You want to do jail time to rid this tickets off or whatnot. And I'm like, nah, because, my profession, I can't afford to be in jail. That's not my style. That's not how I get down. But she was trying to like really push the issue on it, like, go ahead and do that, and like the judge ain't gonna give you no extra more time or whatever case may be. I said, look, check me out. I can't afford to be in jail or whatnot, so y'all, you need to figure something out. But long story short, you know what I'm saying, I ended up getting what I needed, which was the ability to pay my shit off. I paid my shit off, you know what I'm saying? We all, you know what I mean? But it's like you gotta really know the law. You gotta really know the ins and outs of the system in order for you to really like get ahead and do your thing because it's a lot of people out there right now that really don't know what I'm saying, the law system, what I'm saying, the court system or whatnot, and they get fucked over. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my homeboys, because they didn't know the court system, what I mean, they got a couple of years in the in the pen or whatnot. What I mean, because a lot of people don't take the time to try to figure out and find out. I'm not saying that you don't have to be a criminal to learn about the court system. You don't have to be in school for law to learn about the court system. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing your rights, your civil rights and your rights as people. You know what I'm saying? To be able to, just interact and to do your thing when the cops roll up on you or when you got to go to court for something or just knowing your proper protocol that you need before you do this type of shit because if you don't know, they won't tell you. And when they don't tell you, you end up in a real bad situation, you know what I'm saying? So, luckily I was able to, do my thing and pay my shit off or whatnot. It wasn't really that serious, you know what I'm saying? But for everybody who do have serious cases or whatnot, or even if you know somebody that has like a serious case or that's really going through something in court right now, take the time to try to investigate and try to find out, what I'm saying, the information that you need to help them, but also help yourself, you know what I mean? Because that's one of our pet peeves. That's one of our things that we don't do. We don't never like to read up and we don't never like to find out about things that we feel like we don't need, you know what I'm saying? And learning about the court system, we definitely need that, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You might get stopped by the cops and you know your rights. They can't fuck with you on a serious note, you know what I'm saying? So, you just gotta really follow up on that, you know what I mean? So every now and then, go online. You ain't gotta go into the library and get no big ass logbook. Just go online and just type in certain things that has to do with the law, you know what I'm saying? What's your actual rights? What's your, what I'm saying, being able to subpoena evidence, just things of that nature, you know what I mean? Be able to learn the law because the law is trying to get after us, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they got to make their quarter, you know what I mean? So this is my polyblog number 7, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much saying, learn the court system by any means, because that's the only way we're going to be able to be better educated on the things that we doing, all right? You know what I'm saying? Hit me up, leave comments. I appreciate y'all just watching my blog off top, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep the positivity going and what's going on, you know what I mean? This is my polyblog, signing off early.